Welcome to the Countdown to Halloween Day Trace, I think. This is the quickest I've lost count. It's even worse so. This is an abbreviated version of Countdown to Halloween. Life did not allow me to do 30, but I'm going to give you 15 action-packed days, motherfuckers. And no more action-packed than this movie.
13 days. Not 15.
See you on the other side.
Listen to them, children of the night. What music they make.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
I got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but two things right now. Jack and shit. And Jack left town. I say you'll flip you. Do what? Flip you. Flip you for real.
Y'all think us folks from the country's real funny like, don't you, Jerry? Hello from you, Ma. I'm Mr. Britt. I've got to give me some education, Jerry. You
ass. Death is a bitch. Stupid bitch.
What's up, y'all? This is Dynamo Mars. I can't wait. I'm excited. I just can't hide it. I'm about a lose control, and I think I like it. I'm too excited, and I'm not gonna hide it. I'm about to use control. I'm using that control to drive around. I'm about to use control to drive around. So, I'm really anxious to talk about this film with somebody. Every time I'm on another podcast and they ask me what I want to do, I'm like, have you done this movie? And they're like, yeah. Have you done this movie? Yeah. But this was a new one to me. I found out about it when probably for my money, the coolest boutique Blu-ray company, repertory company out there right now, Vinegar Syndrome, released this a few years back. It is the action horror film Raw Force. It is also known as Kung Fu Cannibal. Raw Force Invaders of the Jade Tombs. This is a fucking mind fuck of a incredible film. And Vinegar Syndrome put it out with all the love and care that you would get from a Criterion or Scream Factory edition. But, Vinegar Syndrome deals in sleaze, and Raw Force, in some instances, brings the sleaze. This film was directed by Ed Murphy. He only directed anyway one other film, and I think it was called like Raw. No, you know what? It's gonna bother me. I'm gonna go look. A lot of people may give this, this might not be everybody's cup of tea, but this to me didn't look like someone's first film anyway. And it didn't like seem, it seemed like somebody who, I don't know, had all the right aesthetics. It's called Heated Vengeance. Edward D. Murphy's other directorial term was called Heated Vengeance, baby. I don't know why I didn't write that down, because that is a title that I will be certainly checking out at some point. Heated Vengeance. Would you like your vengeance cold? No. Would you like your vengeance hot? No. Could you just heat up my vengeance a little bit? Like maybe put it on number like 0.5% power and heat it up for me? Thank you very much. I don't want my vengeance too close. Anyway, Raw Force stars the legendary Cameron Mitchell, Jeffrey Binney, Hope Holiday, who's awesome in this. Speaking of awesome, Jillian Kenzer, who plays a character called Cookie Mitchell, which will tell you Cookie Winchell, which will tell you everything you need to know about this. Cookie is a kung fu SWAT cop. John Dryden, Jennifer Holmes, and Ray Malzoza, and a whole lot more. And a whole lot more. Raw Force tells this story of the Burbank, California Kung Fu Club as they travel to a mysterious island. An island that happens to be inhabited by cannibalistic monks. And these cannibalistic monks eat the flesh of beautiful women to summon the dead. And this is an island that is supposedly of disgraced martial arts warriors. So the dead of the island are samurai and ninja and kung fu fighters and kickboxers and whatnot. But that, which seems to be the point of the film, doesn't actually happen to the last 25 minutes or so. A majority of this film is about the Burbank Martial Arts Club carousing with women, going to cat houses, shopping, getting in, running afoul a Hitler mustached jade dealer who is in cahoots with the lead monk of the island. They bring him hookers and runaways, and they're allowed to take a certain amount of priceless jade off the island. The Hitler-like Heavy here, who runs the Jade and human trafficking outlet, has a group of villains that would make the Village People and Raiders of Atlantis blush. These henchmen, I don't know. One is wearing like a flannel shirt and a trucker hat. One has a crossbow and I can't even. He looks like something out of like an Italian Mad Max ripoff. There's another one who just looks like a big lumberjack. It's weird, folks, and it's my type of weird. These guys do not want the Kung Fu. The Kung Fu competition, which the Burbank, I can't stop saying it, it's so amazing, the Burbank Martial Arts Club is part of, to go to the island of lost souled warriors, the misfit warrior toys. So they try to beat them up. They try to kill the captain in a bar at one point, which results in a fight that has one of the greatest martial arts things that I've ever seen, when one of the lead characters jumps through the air and kicks the driver's side window of a moving car, but he doesn't actually break it. He just cracks it, and it causes the guy to get scared and crash. The villains also vandalize the boat, light it on fire, rape and crossbow a bunch of people, which actually does the reverse of what they want to happen. It actually gets our few survivors, who happen to be our captain, the woman who runs the ship, the Burbank Athletic Club, Cookie Winchell, the Kung Fu cop, and her sister, on a raft. And where do they end up? You know where they fucking end up, on the island. And they are kind of rescued by the monks, who feed them, but the monks tell them to get off the island. They need to fight their champions. And their champions are all the zombie martial artists, which bring us to a big three-way smorgasbord battle between zombies, jade dealers, monks. I guess it's like 4 or 5-way martial artists, piranhas. Did I mention piranhas? There's piranhas in the play of this. There is jade, and the jade is just cinder blocks that were spray painted green. It's not shiny in any way. It's not like when they do jade in a film, sometimes it tends to, they want to make it look more like emerald, and that's too far. But this obviously was just rock that was painted Kermit the Frog color green. This isn't the Raid, folks. That's not the type of martial arts quality you're getting. But it more than makes up with it in a lot of spunk, heart, sleaze, great crazy dialogue, and just enough fucking weirdness to make this one of the most memorable films I have ever seen. Now, I will say that this isn't a complaint, because I didn't want it to end, but I do feel like they packed a lot into this, in the sense where by the time we got to the island with the the cannibals and the by the time our heroes anyway got to the island with the cannibals and the zombie samurais and everything else, I was aware of how long it took, but if you're in, you're fucking in. Vinegar Syndrome did a great job at this. There's an incredible featurette, which is basically an interview segment with some still photography and stuff, called Destination Warriors Island. It features Ed Murphy and cinematographer Frank Johnson. It talks about how they got together, their history and exploitation film prior to this. It also has a audio interview with finishing editor, whose name was kind of buried in the credits and people didn't realize he's involved. The legendary filmmaker Jim Wynorski. It's got the original theatrical trailer. In the years to come, Vinegar Syndrome has got more jacked with special features than this one. But the real treat of this one is having this sleaze-tacular kung fu American martial arts drive-in epic in such a great, pristine looking shape. It's Halloween time. You want a little bit of action to kind of shake it up a little bit. I highly recommend Raw Force, Invaders of the Jade Tombs. In there, it's just the Jade Mine, by the way. I don't think it's tombs. I'm not sure what the fuck they're talking about, but definitely check this out. This is a treat of the highest order. I'm going to try to spring this on some other podcasts that maybe haven't seen it at some point. But until next time, I'm Dynamo Mars, and I'm a member of Halloween. Get back, you better buy. Happy Halloween.